Welcome to my channel and this week's video where I will be finding the best basic white chocolate bar. I have a selection of 11 branded and supermarket own brand white chocolate bars. They all range in price from round about the £1 to £1.50 mark. There are more basic chocolate bars out there in the supermarkets for things like 35p, but I didn't think it would be fair to compare a bar of that price to something like, say, Milkybar. Just gonna have a bite of each and let you know what I think of them and which one I think is the best. I do like white chocolate, which is just as well because that's an awful lot of chocolate. For bars like Lindt and Lindor and, green and blacks, I'll do a different video. I class those more as being posh chocolate bars. So I do have plans to record both a milk and white chocolate version of those videos. And if you enjoy this, I did previously record a milk chocolate bar version, so feel free to check that out. Right, let's get stuck into the chocolate. Before doing this video, I'd say this Asda own brand white chocolate bar is probably my favourite, but there's quite a few here that I haven't tried, so the jury will be out until the end. The branded bars are the ones that I'm going to start with. First branded bar, I'm gonna go for the good old Milkybar. I didn't bother to put any lipstick on because it's a taste test and there's no point. So the bar is already broken, so I've got 3 bits here. As with most of my chocolate taste test videos, I am just gonna bite and chew because letting it slowly melt in my mouth, whilst it would release the flavours better, it would take far too long. Sweet, creamy, strong start there from Milkybar. I'd actually forgotten how nice a Milkybar is because I do tend to just get the supermarket own brand chocolates. That is definitely going to be one to beat. It's really creamy, but it is a very sweet one. So I'll go with Milka next. I think I've had this before, but if I did, it was a long time ago because I can't really remember it. So that is what a strip of Milka looks like. One of my neighbours has literally just started drilling. I will do my best to edit it out. Milka, it's not as creamy and it's not as sweet as the Milkybar. It has a more bland taste to it. I do prefer the Milkybar. I am someone with quite a sweet tooth though. Would I have Milka again? Probably not. So, Cadbury's white dairy milk. I do remember the UK Cadbury Dream Bar, which is not the same as the Aussie version. The Aussie version is not as sweet. I'm not trying the Australian Dream Bar in this video because it is imported, which means it costs about £3. So while I would say it probably is a basic bar, it has the price tag of a posh bar, and 11 bars is quite enough. So it actually looks an awful lot like the Milka. I'd probably put this bar in the middle of the 2 that I've tried. I prefer the Milkybar because it is sweeter and it has all the creaminess of the dairy milk, but if you prefer something a bit less sweet, dairy milk is probably the one to go for. Milka, I would definitely have this one again. I don't have a white chocolate from Mars. I really wish they would do a white chocolate galaxy. I know that they sometimes have done one at Christmas and it's delicious, but no solid white chocolate bar offering from Mars. So that's the verdict on the branded bars. I'm now going to move on to supermarket owned brands, and I'm going to start with Lidl and Aldi. I have to say the Lidl and Aldi bars are both packaged quite nicely in the cardboard boxes. I haven't opened Aldi, so I don't know what that looks like inside, but it's got the gold wrapper, which is a nice touch. And it's a much chunkier bar of chocolate than any of the ones I've tried so far. Sadly, the taste does not live up to the packaging expectations. It tastes very cheap. It's not that creamy, it's not that sweet, and it's not that nice, unfortunately, Lidl. Not one that I would get again. Let's see if Aldi do any better. A silver wrapper, oh, this one's broken already. I mean, there's no doubt that with Lidl and Aldi, you do get much more for your money in terms of size. I've only got 2 squares because it's already broken. I was expecting this to taste a lot like Lidl's bar, and it doesn't at all. The Aldi bar is creamier. It's actually really nice, and the aftertaste that I'm getting is so creamy. I think this could be a definite contender because it beats the Milkybar on price. Oh, it's a mess. It's because I've had these bars stacked up. So while Lidl is joining Milka on the I wouldn't have that again pile, Aldi is one that I would definitely try again. I'm now going to move on to sort of the higher brow supermarket owned brands with Waitrose and M&S. When I did the milk chocolate video, both of these brands disappointed me. So we'll just have to see how they fare in the white incarnation. Okay, these are really big squares. Quite a thick bar. Quite tough to bite into. The Waitrose bar is definitely not as soft as the other bars. And none of these have been in the fridge. I keep my chocolate at room temperature unless it's really, really hot because I don't want it to get a bloom on it. It's a really creamy white chocolate and I do actually really quite like it. It's got the same lovely aftertaste that I got from the Aldi bar. So I would get Waitrose again, but it is one of the pricier budget chocolates. Let's give good old Marks and Sparks a go. This is a weirdly shaped bar of chocolate. I can feel through the wrapper already. I don't like chocolate bars when they're all higgledy-piggledy. I like to be able to break off a proper strip of chocolate and not have it in funny shapes like that. Oh my God. Oh, that is actually horrible. It is far too sweet. Really, really sickly. Oh, no, I wouldn't have that again. It's the kind of bar that I'll probably melt down and bake with because, no. I've got Asda, Morrison's, Co-op and Sainsbury's here. I'll start with Morrison's just because it's the smallest. Decent enough. This is another one that I'd say is quite bland. Not particularly sweet, not particularly creamy. I don't think I would buy it again because it just, if I'm having white chocolate, I want it to be a really creamy chocolate and not too sweet. And Morrison's, I'm afraid, is just not doing it for me. So the one that I thought at the beginning was my favourite, Asda. I like a decent size of chunk to sink my teeth into. This is a really creamy chocolate and it's got just the right amount of sweetness for me. And that's why I like it so much. I'd say in taste, it's very similar to the Aldi bar. I'd say that the Asda bar is definitely still a potential winner, but 2 more to go. So I'm going to have the Co-op one. I'm not giving prices on these bars because, particularly with the branded ones, they're often on offer, and I forgot to write down the prices of some of the others. So rather than give prices for some and not for others, I'm just not giving any prices. So here we have the Co-op. No. I don't know what Co-op are doing. It tastes really weird. It's not even that it's too sweet or not creamy enough. It just has a really odd taste and I do not like that. It's probably still better than the bar from M&S, but only just, and it's not one I would get again. Final bar of white chocolate, Sainsbury's. So pretty standard, like much of them seem to be. Really hard to get my teeth into. This is really nice. It's got a very distinctive taste, but whereas the Co-op chocolate was distinctive for all the wrong reasons, this one, it's for the right reasons. It's almost got a vanilla taste to it. It's very creamy. It is quite sweet. I do like it and I would get it again, but it's probably verging on being a little bit too sweet for my tastes. My top 3, without any doubt, are Aldi, Milkybar, and Asda. And I think probably I'd discount Milkybar because the other 2 bars are cheaper. It would be between Aldi and Asda, and honestly I think I'm going to call this one a tie because there's so little to choose between them. I think if you like white chocolate, you cannot go wrong with either of these bars. I would say avoid M&S and avoid the Co-op. Please feel free to comment below and let me know what you think and what your favourite bar is. I may well have missed a few bars. I just got as many as I could. I'm only one woman and there's only so much chocolate that I can eat. And I might even share. I'll happily share Co-op and M&S, but probably with someone that I don't actually like. As always, please do feel free to drop me a comment in the box below and find me on Instagram as Kaz Loves Cakes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, why the hell not? Click that button now. That's what it's there for. I shall hopefully see you for the next video. Bye.